Every company can develop a unique sweet spot. That's a position that sets them clearly apart from their competition. A sweet spot takes every element of the business, puts it together in a highly coordinated way to provide a unique and special experience for the customer.
Over the years, everybody's talked about niches in the market. And videography is certainly a niche, but a sweet spot is taking that niche and turning it into something dramatically different. And every element of what you do has to fit in that niche. So again, if you're appealing to the high end of the market, everything you do, the way the phone gets answered, your printed materials, the packaging, the DVD goes in, everything has to look like the very, very best. And we'll talk in a minute about some companies that are doing things like that. One that I like to use because everybody understands retail, everybody gets to use retailers, is if you think about Walmart and Target and Walgreens, they're all selling a lot of the same stuff. You know, a tube of Crest toothpaste is the same in all three stores. So it's all selling the same thing, but if you think about it, if you shop across these stores, Walmart attracts customers that are motivated by the lowest price. All right, so if I want to buy that tube of Crest toothpaste and I want to buy it at the absolute cheapest price, I'm going to think about Walmart because that's what motivates me. Now, by contrast, here's a company like Target. Building stores, they're practically next to each other, selling somewhat similar ranges of merchandise, but Target is sexy, Target's cool, Target's hip, Target's a little bit nicer, it's a slightly better shopping environment. So if you like cool, Natalie likes cool. Natalie, she's not Walmart, she's Target. But anyway, and she's not at Nordstrom's. But anyway, that little bit extra, that little bit of ambience, that little bit of difference that separates Target from Walmart has given Target a sweet spot that insulates them from Walmart, which is hard to believe. I mean, this is the biggest corporation in the world. Nobody buys anything cheaper than Walmart, and yet Target has had better results over the last 36 to 48 months. Now comes Walgreens. Same stuff, except less of it. But Walgreens sweet spot, anybody know what Walgreens sweet spot is? Absolutely. Perfect. Okay? Are they the highest priced? Yeah, they really are. I mean, if you do a competitive shop, which we've done for some of our clients, Walgreens is higher priced than anybody. All right? But they are selling on convenience, and for people that are time pressured, they go in there and they consciously know that they're going to pay a little bit more money, but they're going to drive up, they're going to park at the front door, they're going to walk 8 feet, they're going to be inside the front door, they're going to pick up that Crest toothpaste, they're going to pay 10 cents more, they're out the door, they're back in their car. So these three selling similar products, and you think about yourselves in this room selling similar products or in the markets you're in, have able to develop three unique sweet spots that separate them from their competition. And by the way, all three of them, Walgreens is the most profitable of the three.
Facts are our friends. It's critically important that you only ask your core customers and your must-have customers the right questions. When you think about why are your best customers buying from your competition, you can't improve your business unless you know the answer to that question. If you knew the answers to these questions from a nice wide group of customers that are potentially customers for your business, wouldn't that arm you with incredible information on what changes you need to make in your business to acquire more customers like your core customers? And that's how simple this is. So if you're a bigger company and you can afford a research company, you can do that and pay somebody to make phone calls. You can do something on the internet today, which is done very easily. Or finally, if you're a small organization, you may make the calls yourself. But the point is, when you're done, you know what you have to do to capture more of these must-have customers. Through this discussion this morning, I'm going to share with you a few case studies. This one was very interesting. One of our clients is an off-price retailer. The CEO is a young, high-energy, super bright guy, MBA from MIT, powerhouse, you know the type, runs marathons and does all that good stuff. So anyway, he believed that he knew his core customer. And he said, well, we're in the off-price business, and we get closeouts from Liz Claiborne and Jones of New York and Tommy Hilfiger and all those kinds of people. Therefore, the people I'm attracting are department store customers. Those are the people that come to shop my store because they can get from my stores the same brands they get from the department stores. And we said, well, you know, it might be important for you to confirm that. It's nice that you believe that, but let's confirm it. So his organization was a pretty good-sized company. We went out, did some research, and we discovered that if people, some of the questions we asked is if you didn't buy a pair of women's pants, just for example, from this company, where did you go next? If they didn't have what you wanted, what was the next store you went to? We thought that was a pretty good way to understand where his customers were going. The answer was Target and Walmart. So even though he had the brands that people were used to buying at a department store, he did not have the selection of those brands that they're used to buying. So therefore, the real department store customer really didn't go there because they couldn't get choice in Liz Claiborne or Tommy Hilfiger. There was a rack or two, but there wasn't a whole department. And who he was really attracting were people that were paying those same prices, $12.99 or $14.99 for a pair of pants, but they would pay those prices at Target or Walmart. He was then an alternative to those stores. Based upon that research, he significantly changed his business model in thinking about the kind of merchandise they bought and had very positive results by doing that. But he didn't really know his customers' rules, and with a fine education and all of that, didn't make any difference. You still got to ask the customers. Companies lose billions of dollars every year chasing the wrong customer. Worse yet, very often they catch them. Harrahs Casinos is the most successful casino operator in the world. For every dollar of revenue that they take in, twice as much goes to the bottom line as any other casino operator. Now that's a pretty cool thing. I mean, think about your business and your business being twice as profitable as it is on the same revenue. Not a bad thing. And so when we were writing the book, we called David Norton, who's the head of customer relationship marketing at Harrahs, and interviewed David. And I was in Las Vegas last week and was visiting with him again. They know who their must-have customer is. They have identified this in a very, very scientific way. And they know that their must-have customer is not somebody that necessarily likes to go to Las Vegas. It's somebody that likes to play.